Welcome, new episode, Pain to the Pit podcast. This is your boy Dwayne with the man of the hour, Omega the Iota. We got Jason in the building. How y'all feeling today?
Chilling.
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
All right, we got some great WWE topics happening, some great NBA topics, so we're gonna jump right into it. WWE Survivor Series is happening on November 30th, Saturday in Canada. Survivor Series is here. We've been talking about it for a while. The
Can't wait,
headline and the
man.
most anticipated match is the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline. Over the past few weeks, we saw each respective teams trying to find their fifth member. This past Friday on SmackDown, we did see that, the new Bloodline did announce that Bronson Reed will be their fifth member. Many fans are speculating that, the OG Bloodline will bring in Seth Rollins. We don't know, quote unquote, yet who that fifth member is, but many people are speculating that it's Seth Rollins. So what are y'all thoughts, starting with you? What's your thoughts on the storyline where it is now and the potential of Seth Rollins being the fifth member?
As far as the storyline, the thing that I find the most interesting to me is when is Paul Heyman going to appear? I think they are the entrance of Paul Heyman finally back into the storyline and things of that nature, and it's going to be interesting to see what's his standpoint on things and what they use his character for going forward, because he's a key factor that's been missing from the storyline that hasn't been yet fully introduced. And then as far as who's currently going on the teams as far as Survivor Series, I think they are doing well. I think Bronson Reed is actually a great addition to the new Bloodline. I wouldn't have a problem with him actually becoming a actual member to the new Bloodline, because he actually does really well with them. They look like a good team now that they added him. That's that tsunami splash in the Jacob Fatu moonsault. Yo, that combination is
Nah, for sure. Sort of like their version of Sami Zayn.
Yeah, bro, that's dope. I like it. But I think we're in a good place as far as the Bloodline. I think we have a lot of growth still. I think it's a lot of places that they could touch with the storyline still, and where we're going as far as Survivor Series is pretty perfect. Pretty perfect.
That's fire. That's fire. How you feeling about it, Jay?
I'm in a wait and see mode right now, right? Like
Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It just I need to see how it's gonna unfold. As for Bronson Reed, I don't know. Like I'm not entirely sold on him just being inserted into the storyline. Great wrestler, great guy, but like it still feels so random. And it's like the way that they was touting Bronson Reed's character as a whole. It's just like not to say he's another Braun Strowman, because we know what happens with that. But like he was that powerhouse dominant guy. He comes in and he's just gonna like take you out of wrestling for like 6 weeks, and now he's just inserted into a storyline. It's like how is this gonna play out? And then because he's in there, you kind of have to automatically rope Seth Rollins in there because they still got like that little bit of feud.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it, but it's just something I gotta wait and see. I think Survivor Series will really be like the tell all like of what's gonna actually happen going forward past that, heading into WrestleMania. So yeah, I'm just watching.
Yeah. Now, for sure on my end, right? I was thinking about this for a while, and I'm like, in an ideal world, they would. If I was writing this story, right, and I was writing Survivor Series, I would kind of mimic some of the things they did last year with not knowing who that member was last year. They didn't know if Randy Orton was going to return or not. And right at the end, Randy returned. I would do it something similar to that, but I don't think that's the way they're going to go about it. Also, it would be fire. If Seth Rollins is the fifth, cool, you have the match. Towards the end of that match, Paul Heyman comes out. Boom. Oh, we didn't forget what you did. And what if he brings out one of his Paul Heyman guys? What if CM Punk pops back out? What if Brock Lesnar pops back out? Because my issue with this with the OG Bloodline team is that they don't have the muscle. Who's the muscle on that team? if Seth
Mm,
Rollins comes back. You know, like the new bloodline got muscle. They got Solo, then they got Jacob, and now they bought Bronson Reed. I think like you need that sort of kind of like enforcer type
the
guy.
muscle
So it'd be
character.
dope
Yeah.
if Brock came back. It'd be dope if CM Punk came back because see, we know we're still kind of anticipating that CM Punk storyline with Seth Rollins. Fans still want to see that, so maybe CM Punk comes back as a heel, or Brock Lesnar comes back and just start tearing house and clearing house, and maybe that's the way we get Bronson Reed away from Seth Rollins. Who knows? But I can't believe in my heart of hearts that that match is going to start and end with Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed on the respective teams. That match happens, it ends, and the show ends. I don't think that's the way that's going to happen. Even if it's
Mm.
The Rock making another appearance. But I think it's going to be another superstar. I do think that's when we'll get
Question.
Paul Heyman back. Go ahead, my fault.
Question. Do you possibly see with this storyline them trying to move away from like the family aspect? Because I feel like that's kind of been the play the whole time, right? It's like only in the family, like only blood members, but like I feel like slowly they're trying to see if, okay, what if we plug in Sammy here? What if we plug in Bronson here? Now who's next we could try? And it's kind of like, I guess that'll be the sense of like reforming Roman Reigns' character to a degree, because it seems like he's going the babyface route, right? So it's less
100%.
about like, okay, it's only my cousins in here, only the uncles and brothers and family that's in here. Now it's like, wait, like I got other wrestlers that I've been partnered with for years. Like that's my family too. So like, I wonder if what do y'all think about that?
Yeah, I would love to hear O thoughts on that first.
Um, I think I think that they are, like you said, plugging people in just to build a different type of nuance to the character, because we already seen Roman Reigns be locked in on
Mm-hmm.
building up the family. So now that the family is built, I think it's going to be more so of a building up the show type of thing, where we're
Mm-hmm.
going to focus on Roman Reigns helping us build other stars other than his
Yeah.
family. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where they're leaning towards with him. Not only Roman Reigns, but Seth Rollins as well. That's why he's in the feud with Bronson Reed, because
Yeah.
it's Bronson Reed to get an opportunity to show that he's more than just a low mid Carter. So, um, yeah, I think that's where they're going with it.
Yeah.
I think it's an idea and a smart play. But my biggest fear with the whole, because like you said, Roman is also becoming face, and my thing is, when are they going to switch Cody over? Because that's
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? That means if Roman's going face, Cody's going to have to switch over to heel soon, and that's going to
Yeah.
be a for me.
Nah, for 100%. I agree with you on that. I think you gotta you gotta go with what works if you're WWE, and what works is when you attach somebody to that bloodline storyline. Over the past 2 3 years, it elevates them. So I
Mm-hmm.
think
Yeah.
this is what they're trying to do with Bronson Reed. It's going to elevate them. I would love for this to be, though, like if I'm writing, I would love for this to be Jacob Fatu's match. I would love for him to really, because we see the potential, and we saw great moments and great spots. But I'm starting to like, I just feel like that's dying down a little bit. I feel like, he's going to be the one, I hope, take that mantle. And I think he's going to be the one that's going to turn on Solo first. I don't envision that being anytime soon, maybe. But yeah, I think, you got to use Roman to build stars, because Cody's not the star builder right now. Maybe when he's healed, he may be the star builder. Gunther's not a star builder. You need somebody that's going to be able to elevate. Just like a LeBron James, right? You need that guy that when people play with LeBron, just somehow, some way, they just look better than what they do when they're not playing with him. And
They
I think
skills will
that's
increase.
yeah, I think that's the Roman Reigns role now. And I think his legacy is gonna be biggest and built on that. Like we could think about the championship, we could think about the title runs, I think even this is surpassing the Shield stuff. Been surpassed the Shield stuff.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns already, and Seth Rollins, I would argue, already done had 2 Hall of Fame careers, maybe 3 if you want to debate it. And I think Roman Reigns is going into a fourth by turning face and building up these stars. So for me, I just think it makes sense for them to continue to go that route. I say milk this shit till you ain't got nothing left on the bone, right? Like just keep going. That's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
we don't we gotta know something and see something and have something that we want to see grow attached to something that is already a megastar. That's just kind of the way entertainment works, right? So it'll be fire. I'm looking forward to the match. I just hope there's more to it, more. But I know
Yeah.
it is. If we're following, if we're understanding the Triple H's way, it's more. There's more to that
There's
match.
always more.
Even if it is Seth Rollins as the fifth member, that's not where the match is going to start in there. No way. No way.
Yeah.
If it does though, that's ass. That's ass. Let's not do that.
They gonna find a way to throw a wrench in there,
Please,
100%.
they better not waste my Thanksgiving Saturday. If WWE wastes my Thanksgiving Saturday, I ain't never gonna forgive them. Cause I'm gonna be watching that eating the leftover turkey. Cause you know you're not supposed to be eating the leftovers maybe after 3 days. You know
Right.
Saturday is gonna be the third day, so I'm gonna be eating the rest of them leftovers. If they mess up my Thanksgiving weekend, I'll never forgive Triple H. Hope you watching this, Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Paul. So you got the match last night, Paul. You and your wife watching Johnny Bones. Better be writing his
Bone
script. It better be
Jones.
good. It better be good. But
Not
that's
to,
all.
one more thing about that.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned John Bones thing, did you see how at the end of that match he said that he has to talk to Dana and Paul about what's up for his future, and I was like, wow, Triple H, you've come a long way,
Oh,
He
wow.
was talking about Triple H when he said that?
bro. I think so, bro.
Because that's why I was confused. I heard that too.
Oh,
First of all, if Triple H making UFC decisions, that's nasty. I ain't even gonna hold you. I understand the TKO umbrella and shout out to Triple H. But if John Jones got to get an okay from Triple H, that's nasty.
I mean, what if that just means he going into
bro.
possibly a wrestling transition?
Hey, that
Hey,
might
that
be
might not be so
fire.
bad. I might
I
not
don't
be so bad, man.
I don't want to see John Jones as a WWE star. Like
That'd be
it's
dope.
just certain guys are just like, all right, bro. Like just just
Zero
leave
acting
that man
skills.
He can't
over
lose.
there because he's just different.
Yeah, he can't
He
lose.
is just different. But
Mm.
speaking of, I think this is kind of like the perfect transition because we know the WWE announced that the WWE Women's United States Championship will
Mm.
be the inaugural champion will be on December 14th at Saturday night's main event. And Triple H recently revealed the bracket. The bracket includes Bayley, Bianca Belair, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi,
Mm.
Jade Cargill, Candice LeRae,
Damn.
B-Fab, Chelsea Green, Blair Davenport, Mission, Piper Nevin, well, I still call her Doudrop, and Alexa
Shout
Lopez.
out to
What
Dude.
are y'all thoughts on this new belt? What do y'all think is going to do for the division, and who should be the inaugural champion? How you feeling about that?